Was how to link healthcare and farm rehabilitation. So,
Oh wow. Okay.
so we were able to come up with a proposal.
So what is Article 28?
Okay.
And then, the Article 28, ikaw lang magpaliwanag.
Article 28 is what the really government wants.
Yeah.
It's an integrated form of healthcare wherein you combine primary care, mental health, substance abuse, at saka yung mga child. The problem with our healthcare system is not patient-centered. There's no connection. For example, I go to emergency room, right? You go there, you don't have primary care, and then they treat you for substance abuse. You go back, it's back and forth. So you cause a lot of expenses to the ER, yet you don't take care of the mental health issues and substance abuse issues. So it's like going around and around. And then there's so much expenses at hospital because like I'm a primary care, but I don't care if you have a mental health, I don't care if you have social problem, I don't care if you have a broken teeth. So it's like everything is fragmented. There's no, there's no integration. So the government wants the Article 28, so everything should be integrated.
There. Okay. So this
It's like a hospital setting, but not a hospital.
in a social setting.
Yes.
Okay,
In a
so-
community
In the
setting.
community.
Let me see. So Article 28 is an initiative of the government so that everything in the social setting will be integrated, such as substance abuse, mental health issues, social,
Everything.
and integrated among the community or as well
Yeah,
as
no,
to
we
the
have to-
healthcare.
No, we have to have a one facility.
Facilities.
Yeah. Kasi yun ang problema. Ngayon, the problem with the structure dito is not designed for Article 28. And that's the problem with all yung, I'm a primary care. I want to include mental health. I don't have the lot or the location to do it. Like me, I applied for substance abuse to do the OASAS. And you can combine the mental health, OASAS, and medical, but you need structural. And nobody can do that because it needs money. But this is, right now we're spending towards the end of life, and it's very expensive. From my experience, my brother died in the hospital. He spent like $200,000, $300,000. But we are missing the first part, which is called proactive medicine. And iyon ang is the most cost-effective way, proactive medicine. But they destroy us. All now, the Northwell, they're corporations, they make money.
Yeah.
But for us, they kill us primary care. If you don't belong to the group, you don't belong to OPEC. But this is the problem. We need something, it's called proactive medicine. You start with an individual, integrate, for example, the elderly, go to the hospital, go home, go back home, but she has some issues, she has issues at home. Like this one is the most cost-effective way to save hospitalization, ERPC. People live longer, happier, and it's the most cost-effective way. So, doing this, the Article 28, it's there, but nobody's doing it because the barrier is being financed.
Financing.
Yeah, we already have the
Because
A
so
to
much.
B.
Yeah.
Yeah. We have already the Internet of Things. We know how to do it. Everything is boom. Like
Aside from just the finances, though, it's so hard to incorporate everybody else, like bringing in the doctors, the specialists. Putting them in one roof is a difficult task.
That's why we need
Network.
Yeah, in the network.
It's a
We
global
need
problem.
somebody like you guys
Yeah,
who's
it needs to
really
be,
in that network.
It's a global
Yes.
problem, even in international development. Yung mindset ng tao, compartmentalize na.
So we'll back up a little bit just in case. Are we live, Chris?
No.
No? Okay.